you know what that means. It's time to sit down and talk about Saiyans on Saiyan Sit Down. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jared.
And we're here live from the internet to talk about episode 247 in the Buu saga. These are weird episodes. This might be the weirdest one. Buu is torturing a town. He makes a girl kiss him. He turns himself into a human's face.
Yeah, I think it's like Buu celebrating. Goku also senses that Bobbly's dead, so they know that. They know that Bobbly is gone. But unfortunately, Buu is just killing people in his own way. It's just, if anything, it is that thing of like, what's better? To have a child running through it free and just destroying things randomly, or someone who's like, I'm gonna destroy one city at a time? Like, what is the better way? Like, I don't know if people want that because just it's random. You might survive, but it's also more chaotic. Like it's its own chaos version. I also like the line though, wait quick, sorry, about when Buu does get the magazine. He's like, how am I supposed to like live up to beauty standards of magazine? Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, go on.
That was kind of fun. That was a good line.
It's weird.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. There's not that much that happens. I mean, Goku reveals he was holding back even in his fight with Buu, so that lends some credence to your idea that he could have beat him, because the next generation should do it.
This is dropped by Toei on like 40 episodes.
But also, you're the one teaching them fusion. So, like, it's not like you're letting them figure it out. Like, you're telling them you're giving them instructions of exactly what.
Sure, but every generation does that. Every generation has teachers. Like, it's as long as they can actually finish the fight. It is interesting that, like, this is an idea that I wanted to be somewhat true as a kid. Now, as an adult, I am a little glad that it happened because I just don't like Gotenks and Trunks as much. Guys, I like future Trunks. I don't like Kid Trunks. I'm sorry. He's a brat. He'll always be a brat. It makes sense. Are we going to the next episode?
Yeah, there's nothing here. Episode 248.
Yeah. By the way, Piccolo being embarrassed, that's always fun. I like how Piccolo's embarrassed by all this. Fusion dance. I am sure there are other fusions that are cool. This is actually one of those ingenious ways to do it. Honestly, it's just ingenious. Like, I want to say it's so simple and it is goofy. But this makes sense. Two people doing the same motion and their fingers touch and they become one.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you could do it better. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's literally just a magic card that that's made up. Like, no one has ever done this in a way I think better, in my opinion. Like fusing of two people, having like the way they do it. This is me, and they have to be similar height and similar in strength.
Similar. Buu builds a house, takes a bath, does some public service announcements. What do you think about all that?
It's fun. I totally forgot. I don't think he's in it, but in the new Sparking Zero game, if they don't have Buu in a towel, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I totally forgot this was an outfit for him. Like, we also show that Gotenks and Trunks one request. One request is that Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 in front of them to show them, which I actually kind of like because it is like, you could even say it's foreshadowing for these characters, for Trunks and Gotenks.
Yeah, I thought of it too. Well, I mean, you almost wonder if they ask, or they're influeed by it so directly.
Yes, I think that's their motivation. Is I want to become that. I want to become something that even my dad, or for Trunks' dad, can't do. For Gotenks, I want to copy my dad. I
like that Goku does it as like a circus trick though for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then he's got to go. Nice that fortune teller Bobby is the one to do it, and never explain why. Just because, I guess, like you could have had almost an angel character do it, but whatever. And Goku's first thought is, let's look for Gohan. Basically, like, is he here? What's going on? So let's go to the final episode we'll be talking about, everyone. Well, Goku goes
episode 249.
Yeah, and he goes off to King Yama. We haven't seen him in a while. And he's like, "Yo, Yama, my son here." And Yama is like kind of upset about the request, but also once he says that if he can find Gohan, he might be able to stop all these souls from coming in. He's more receptive. But unfortunately, King Yama cannot find Gohan in the book. And so Goku now just randomly, I think, starts just looking for energy. Also, I want to say this. They mentioned this. It is a step because I didn't know he does show up, I guess, for a second here. Dabura is sent to heaven because that is his best punishment, I guess, is being sent to heaven. For Dabura.
How many times have they done this trope of like the person who just died, like the image of them and like guards holding them back and they're like fighting that? Like, I feel like that's happened, like going back to like the Ginyu Force every time.
I mean, I liked how Cell isn't even held back by someone. He just drops them in a hole back in the day. Remember, like they show the flashback. He's just like, so I was like, I won't be stopped here. And he's like, oh.
They've done this joke so many times in the film.
And then Goku just starts Gohan, and then
can't find Capsule Corp. I'll go to the planet of the gods.
Yep.
It's supposed to be at the borderline of the dead and the living, I guess.
I always kind of conceive that the Kais live in the land of the dead is a way to keep an eye on the dead, but also to hide from the living. Almost like that's where else would you go? Like that's the best. If you have a realm in reality, it just allows attacks, right? But if you're in the other world, no one should be there but dead people, and they really shouldn't be able to challenge you because you should have dominion over them, at least in this universe. Goku's like, yeah, can I basically join the train? Supreme Kai thinks it's a good idea. And even Goku, base Goku, can hold the sword. I wanted to point that out, everyone, because I don't know if Gohan, is he base when he does? I think he's Super Saiyan, right?
Like when he pulls it out.
Yeah, it's cool that he's like base form Goku and can still hold the sword and like throw it away. I mean, that's pretty impressive considering.
I guess the only other thing, it's cool that they're regrouping, right? It was now the Goku's there, and this Kai planet is going to be kind of like a bunker or something where they're training to beat Buu. So that's starting to happen.
I also like it's always Goku. Goku just comes there and starts making it that like, hey, anyone can come here, right? I also want to point out once again, Goku was so serious the last couple, and then what does he do? He's a goofball again. He's instantly a goofball again. Like it's like a time change. This also happens in the Android saga for a little bit. Like in the early Android saga, he's a little more serious, and then they just completely throw that away for goofball. Goku.
You know what's funny too? I never realized is like so he spent all the time concocting this plan of like Goten or Trunks are gonna beat Buu. Then he gets there and he doesn't he doesn't say any of this to them.
No, he tells them what's going on.
That they're training to do the fusion.
But like
down the sword, it's chill.
But it doesn't matter. Goku's now like, wait. There's Piccolo's got that. That's Piccolo's baby now. It worked out.
Yes, but I wonder where his card. Like, who is he rooting for?
Oh, it's Gohan now. No, 100% Gohan. He's like, that's in the past, baby. What's going on, Gohan? You're training, huh? It's train. I love training. Like Goku's just like he's already done with that. He's like, that's Piccolo's job. Hey. Yeah. You did great in the Saiyan saga after Piccolo. I'm gonna let that simmer. That's like now it's Goku. But let's go over the Piccolo and them. But I just love this line. When they're like, we want breakfast, he's like, you're having fusion technique for breakfast. Like I love stuff like that. It's so cool. This is why I can barely watch. I can't watch Kai. Guys, I can't do it. And even Sparking Zero, because they're recapping the story. I'm sorry, the lines don't hit as well. They just had this passion in that one of Dragon Ball. It's just passion. The writers obviously clearly have passion for writing this stuff. Piccolo's now training with them. Piccolo and Krillin have to do a dance, even though they don't match in power or height. They're just showing them how to do the dance because it's funny.
And then Buu meets a blind boy, gives him vision.
Yep. I think it's how that episode ends, right? Or does it continue on?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So Buu's off to go get milk. No, ironically, unlike your dad, who never came back. 5 people who will be out there that might match you. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's get on to the end of this. What are you guys think about the Buu saga? I'm not even joking when I say this. When you saw Buu meeting this boy, did you expect him to like want to cure him and make it, or did you think that Buu was just going to torture him or something, like be evil? Like, leave your comments below. Like, are you surprised by how Buu is acting now? He's off the leash, I guess.